Oh boy. Okay, since this is the block party, also doing this on YouTube, but I don't know if this is streaming on YouTube yet. So don't mind me as I'm not looking at this camera because I am trying to figure this out. And that is something. That's a thing that's happening. I did set it to um, start at 8 o'clock, so maybe that's what it is. I mean 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So maybe. Oh, here we go. Ha ha. Got it now. I got it now. Capture moments as they happen. Very exciting. I've got the chat open. Looking at the camera. Looking at the. There's so many cameras right now. So many cameras. Ooh. Well, that's exciting. That's lovely. Look at me go. Look at that. Who'd have thought? Certainly not I. Although, I must say, I am quite brilliant. So there is that bit of news. But, hey, Sarah. I'm doing both YouTube and this, so don't mind me if my head turns different ways because I'm just trying to keep everybody involved in this so people have multiple places to go this evening because I'm sure there's not going to be anything on tonight. So I am doing this, very excited, and I have it on YouTube, so I'm all over the place. It's very exciting. So, and I have to like invite people on YouTube. This is very exciting. I've never done this before, so that's what's happening here. So how are you this evening, Sarah? What is going on in your world? So interesting. Okay, so I'm watching both things. I'm doing both YouTube and this. Where'd it go? I had it. I just had it. Now it's gone. Oh, there it is. Very excited. Maybe. Ah, there it goes again. It's very crazy. There's a lot of things happening. But anyway, so yes, obviously we are working together to keep positive and to breathe and not be involved with all of the crazy because I have no room for it. A red hat happened to leave a comment on one of my posts today, and I just deleted it. Like this is not a red hat safe space. I am not a red hat safe space at all. I will just block or delete you. That's it, and that's what I did today. Oh, hello, Tipsy Witch. How's it going? Thanks for popping in. So every once in a while I might turn my head because I'm also on the YouTubes. So I'm doing this back and forth, trying to keep everybody entertained on so many different levels here. So many different levels. One of my friends, we were talking, he's a sound engineer, and we were talking about, yay, join the movement. And we were talking about the Soul app, and he was like, yeah, I think they want us to record something. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, I didn't know what, I don't know what to do and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I don't really have like a recording space. I'm like, I've got like four. Got like four different places that I do recordings at. And now I am doing TikTok on one, doing YouTube on the other. It's very exciting. Very exciting things are happening. So, yeah. So eventually, I think the Soul app will replace all of this for me, but I'm not really sure if that's actually, I don't know. I don't know what's happening over there. I'm just swimming along. You know what I mean? I'm just swimming along. I'm so glad that you have joined us, Tipsy Witch, and joined us for the movement. Yeah, I know people were saying, not shopping for one day and, it needs to be longer and things aren't, you know, they won't understand. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. But it will be more. More will happen. But you got to start somewhere, right? And with the starting somewhere, um, Walmart and Amazon didn't see a big drop, but they did see a drop. Target saw a big drop. So, and I think that really has to do with really just the fact that, um, Walmart and Amazon are all some people have, right? Like that was Walmart's gig, where they went into towns and they just pushed out little stores and mom and pop things and little grocery stores and became the only way to get anything. And then Amazon, for people that are out, they they don't have a place, so they have to order through that. So, but they still saw a hit. Yeah, sales. I'm sure sales and jewelry have hit. I'm sure. And the thing with that one is too, it's not just the blackout, right? It's also like food, jewelry, food, food. Um, and most people are not like me, where you know, they went in and bought a whole bunch of food and put it in their freezer. I'm pretty sure that I have like half a pig in my freezer. I'm thinking at some point. Um, but yeah. So I get it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. There isn't really much to say about any of this. It's all very crazy. And then today, putting tariffs on things and starting a trade war, it's bad when Warren Buffett is mad at you. Like that man doesn't get upset about anything. He is like the most zen little old rich man on the planet. He just makes his money, enjoys his life, and like keeps it moving. And he came out today and he said that basically the tangerine toddler basically started a war. Not just like a trade war, but like started a war. It's like, yeah. But it's bad. It's bad when Warren Buffett's mad at you. Because that man doesn't get mad at anybody. He just hangs out and does rich people stuff. I don't know. Hangs out in his Colorado house, I think. So the really interesting thing about watching myself on YouTube is that there's some latency. So I look at my camera in my little OBS streaming software, and it's doing its thing and it's matching me. And then over here, yeah, right, it's matching me. Cool, cool. And then I look over to the YouTube studio, and it's like 3 seconds behind. I'm like, oh no, am I okay? And then now I'm watching myself from the previous moment. I'm going, what are you doing? Like, why are your hands going? Where's your head? What's going on here? So this is what happens though in my world. I'm a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs sometimes. I'm a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Some comments were filtered. I can't even begin to understand what would be filtered, but okay. This this fun little app of ours is, oh, I'm maybe because I'm saying YT. No, but that wouldn't be. It's not a comment. Um, Whatchamacallit. This app has been very finicky lately. Like everything is doing its thing. Everything is making it mad at me. I get very confused. I think I'm gonna have to, like, I don't even like talk to people anymore. I leave very basic comments because it's like everything I say, they like send me a thing that has been reviewed because of community standards. Like, what they they said this. I just what? Whatever. So, hi frog. How's it going? That's kind of what I feel like right now. I feel like we are all frogs in the boiling pot. We're almost like we're getting ready to just be boiled, and most of us don't even know that the water is getting warmer and warmer, and we're going to get boiled soon, and it's going to be a real problem. I do think some people have figured it out, but I don't think enough people have figured it out to make a difference. But I'm hoping that things like this, not me, because I have, high above the rain and, oh, high above the rain and, I have like 3 people right now watching, which I'm so happy for. Thank you, because now I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Um, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Hi, upside down facey person. Um, so yeah, so I think with things like this, I know on Sirius XM there's a few stations that are doing um different programming so that people don't have to listen to him. I know one particular station I was listening to, Urban Views. Um, they're having like a marathon on there for them. They've got a bunch of guests coming in to talk, and they're doing it for 24 hours. Ooh, I sent it to your Gmail. Oh, sorry, friends. Um, Urban View is doing a marathon. They got a bunch of guests to come in and talk and hang. Talk and hang out. um, and so that sounds really cool. And what's the other one that I listened to? Progress. I listened to them, and they said that they were going to do something else as well, which I think is great because there is no reason we should be giving them any attention. No attention whatsoever. I'm really mad that the Democrats have decided that they're going to have something to say. Like, why? 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 Just don't go. Don't go. We already know what he's going to say. You already know what he's going to say. He's going to say that everything is the former president's fault. He's going to tell a bunch of lies. He's going to talk badly about Zelensky. And then he's going to blame everything on the LGBTQ and BIPOC people. And immigrants. Can't forget about that. And immigrants. So, like, what's the purpose in going? We already know. He doesn't even need to go up there. We already know the shtick because every day he's on the TV lying about something. And it's super annoying. It's so exhausting. I want my government to run like my refrigerator. It's there, it works, and I'm not bothered by it. I don't need to know all the time. Every once in a while, it makes some noise. I'm like, okay, you know, take some money for it to run. Okay, great. And then that's it. That's it. And then only want to hear about it when it's broken, which is not a very long, which isn't a whole lot. And want my government to go back to being like a refrigerator. Oh, I have 3 people on YouTube. Hi, you guys can chat. There is no purpose. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kat. There is no purpose. You're 100% right. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad that you guys have joined me here. Please put in the chat. Please like things. That's so great. Ask questions. I am a spiritual coach and counselor. I got an email today telling me there's only 50 more days till I graduate, and I wanted to cry. But it's okay. It's okay. Yes, I do see you now. Yes. Wait, Tipsy Witch has what been like what in a while? Thank you for liking the live. Thank you, Kat, for showing up. Yeah, so it's this is very no, our government was running like a refrigerator for a while there. I did not hear a whole lot every day under Biden. Nope, wrong cat. I know, I have a lot of cats in my life. It's quite lovely. But that's not that one. So yeah, it didn't happen. I didn't really know anything. It was really great. It was really lovely not to have that going on. So, but here we are. Yeah, I know. So yes, so feel free to ask questions. Feel free to give me topics that you think I should talk about, because right now, I don't want to know either. I don't want to know what's happening in the government. This is why I'm doing this tonight, because I don't want to know anything. And you know that they're not going to put on anything else, which is ridiculous. Because do we need to listen to it? No, we do not need to listen to it. They should cut it off when he starts to lie and move it along. Because it's enough. It's enough. We don't need it. We don't need it. So yeah. So questions, comments, things to talk about. I did hear today, because I love Midas Touch, and I love, oh hey, Christian. I love Midas Touch and Aaron Parnas. So I click on them, and also Under the Desk News. Z is really good. So they were saying that maybe the tariffs might not be so bad, apparently, because everybody called and said that it was a terrible idea. So we'll see what happens. What does Pluto have in store for us? So Pluto is an Aquarius, and it is super destructive. So the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was during the 1700s, was the big one. Obviously, so we're talking French Revolution, and American Revolution. So yeah, and so right, think about Aquarius, and Aquarius is, about the whole world, the big vision, and Pluto is obviously the god of war. So it's all about like changing and opening up and recreating stuff. Okay, so Joe, every time you text me, pops up on my phone, and then it cuts off TikTok. I don't know what's happening for your chat. Um, maybe Kat. How did you get into chat? Can you tell her? I don't know. Um, so, oh, that's so cool. UFO sighting on the way home. I want to, um, I want to have the Monroe Center map my brain. I'm actually going to talk to my friend tomorrow. He, um, he works for the Monroe Center. He's a Libra though, so it's like a little hard. You know, it's a little, it's a little something. Um, it's a little crazy. I did not glitch in the matrix. That was a glitch in the matrix. I did not glitch in the matrix. I was reading the commentary. Hey there, Christian. Um, I hope all is well. Don't forget to hit that like button. Um, you like Libras? Listen, my niece is a Libra. My friend is Libra, and I love my niece. Yeah, I have to say that. No, I really do love her. But they're flighty. I don't think you're the only one. I think there are a lot of people that I get along with Libra. Like he and I do get along, but we on the other app that I'm on, it automatically tells you like how compatible you are with somebody, and we became friends before we were on the app. He's from TC2. And so when I friended him on this app, it popped up and showed our chart and our compatibility. And it was like, your compatibility is 63%. I was like, wow. Wow, that's wow. But that's what it is. It's totally about cuz he's flighty. He's a great human. He is very smart, obviously. In but yeah, he's flighty. He's my flighty guy. Um but yeah, so eventually one day we're going to go and get my brain mapped. That's the plan. Hello, Molly Keen. Hello, Donovan. Hello, Just Yushi. Hill? Yushil? 101. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but I did try. Gave it a grand old try. We are here so that we can ignore the bloated orange for the next couple of hours or whatever it is. You probably can't stand that long. So, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. So, that's all we've got. So yes, there we go. Pluto in Aquarius. Things are going to get very crazy. It's in Aquarius. I think it's for a pretty long time. I'd have to look again. I have a Substack that is, one part of it is free, and that's where I do like a breakdown of like the news and little chunky bites that people can read, and it's funny. And then I have a private Substack that's for subscribers where I go into the more esoteric visions of what's going on with the news and how it compares with things that are going on, and talking about that, and do tarot of the day and stuff like that. So, because I think that it helps. For me, it helps really because I don't feel like I'm just kind of out here on my own. Like, the world is blowing up and why? So when I look at certain esoteric things and I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. That's great. All right, hold TikTok. Let me just check on my friend Joe because she was saying something's wrong with her thing, but I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Please hold TikTok. Okay. Joe, did you figure out the chat? Okay. Thanks, friends. Let me try. For anybody that has just joined us here, I'm doing this both on TikTok and over here on YouTube. So everything is a little crazy because I've never done that before, but I'm very excited to be doing it. But there are apparently some kinks that I gotta try to figure out. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're working on it. If anybody knows YouTube, let me know what's going on here. Did that blink out in YouTube? Yeah, I'm not really sure, Joe, why you can't access. I would say check your things because I don't have it on private or subscriber only because I didn't want to do that. Let me see if I maybe pop this out. Reactions are allowed. Participants. It's just me participating. Hello, Farouk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. That's wild. That is very wild. So yeah, so not really sure what's gonna happen with all of it, but I do think that obviously we're gonna get through it because we always do. That's life. We're going to get through this. We might pass through it like passing a kidney stone, but it's gonna happen. Thank you everybody on TikTok for the likes. But we're gonna do this, and we had to come up out of the crap. It's kind of like Lotus, right? It starts off in the mud, it takes a while, and it bubbles up, and it does all of its things, and then look, there we go, pretty Lotus. So yeah, so we're doing things. We have to just do things that will help. So remember that the 5051 website is really good for protests and things that are going on. I know on Friday that there are protests happening in all the state capitals. I don't know what time in different people's time zones. I know for me here in New York, it's 12 o'clock. And I'm trying to get my bonus baby to go with me. I'm like, don't you want to go? You're going to be a lawyer. You should want to come with me. He's like, oh, okay. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so going to protests, calling your representative, call other people's representatives. Listen, I called that overcooked Southern flour, Lindsey Graham. I called his office the other day, and I called him all kinds of names, but I did it in a nice way. And yeah, you gotta call, and you can call other people. You can call other senators. You can let them know that they are not doing their job, and especially now that a lot of the Republican senators and Congress people don't want to hold meetings. And that spineless, I wouldn't even call him, he's an amoeba, Mike Johnson. So fucking amoeba. Like, bro, can you, anything? You got nothing? Nothing in there? Okay. Telling his constituents, just don't go to the town halls. Because they're all paid Democrats. I'm sorry. Most of these people's districts are gerrymandered to the hilt so that there are no Democrats. Let's start there. And then other ruby red districts. And also, is the entire area filled with just Democrats, that these people who are saying these things are getting, standing ovations? No, they are not. They are not. They are the people that are finally waking up to the fact that they're going to get screwed and that they were being lied to. Period. End of. And then there's some of them that, they thought it was only going to hurt the people they don't like. Guess what? None of the people that are now in charge like you. They don't care. Which is why he put on tariffs. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And he has no idea how it works. Oh, our farmers are going to be so happy because they'll be able to grow. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, hi Aubrey, hi Andrew. Hi Love Me 420. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, it's very crazy. I don't know. You know. And it's wild too, because I get up and I go to school. I work. I come home. I'm not food shopping currently because my freezer is stacked with like a whole pig, probably 5 or 6 chickens. Oh, guys, I cooked the rest of the eggs. I baked them and I scrambled some more, and I froze 6 of them. I'm a wild child. I am a wild, but I've got eggs. I've got eggs. And then I was thinking, like, what if I want a cake? How am I going to eat cake? Not that, like, I make a whole lot of cakes. I do not make a whole lot of cakes, really. But anyway, so I was like, oh, wait, I can make a soda cake. I don't need eggs. Let's pour them a ginger ale and keep it moving. So, speaking of which, everybody stay hydrated. Cheers. Doesn't have anything in it because I knew I was going to have to be talking a lot tonight. So I didn't. I was going to make a boozy milkshake because I have Screwball peanut butter whiskey. And so I was going to do that. But I said, no. You're going to be talking. You have to sound intelligent. You may not have a boozy milkshake. But I might have one tomorrow when I'm not here doing this. See, aren't you guys proud of me? I'm doing this with no enhancements. It's just me. It is Mardi Gras. Yeah, it is Mardi Gras. I went a couple years ago. Did you know that? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun until I was done with one parade and I was going back to the place I was staying, and like all the streets are shut down because there's like a parade. There's different parades happening at different times. And so I am trying to get out. So now I've walked like a mile or something. I am in this. What was I wearing that? Oh, I was wearing my Thing 1 outfit, which was a red tutu. Okay. And obviously no pants because it's New Orleans. It was hot. A red t-shirt with Thing 2 on it. Some funky thing on my head. And I was walking and I couldn't get out, and I was trying to call Uber, and I was so tired and I was so dehydrated. And I was like, I just can't get out of here. So finally the one Uber guy, this was like, it had to be like 2 hours into this craziness. And I finally got an Uber guy on the phone, And I just broke into tears. And he was like, "What is happening?" He's like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" I was like, "Every time I call, they cancel on me. And I'm just standing here and I'm hot and I'm tired and I can't do it." And he's like, "Just hold on. I'm coming. I will not leave you. You just stay there." And he did. He got there and he gave me water. And we drove back to the place I was staying. He's like, "Are you going to be okay?" It's like, "I am." I tipped him very well. He was very lovely. Um, I would suggest going to Tipsy Witch. I was, I'm one of those people that I like to do everything once, you know. So like I've been to Times Square on New Year's Eve, but I did do that twice. Um, I've obviously I live in New York, so I've done Broadway and all that kind of good stuff. Been to the top of the Empire State Building, all that kind of cool stuff. Um, and I did Mardi Gras, so like I'm good. And this year I'm turning 50. I know I don't look it. Although people are consistently calling me ma'am now, and I'm like, that's enough. That's We're good. I'm not saying I need to be carded, but let's pull back on the ma'am. Okay. All right. And then I did Mardi Gras. So yeah, the Uber they do. The people in New Orleans who do driving and all that kind of good stuff are lovely. They know. Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. Yeah, it is. Oh, 50th birthday. So my 50th birthday, I am going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas. We're going to do a rooftop pool party, and it will only be for the weekend. Like we're going in. I think my birthday is on a Saturday or Sunday. So we're going in on like a Thursday and we're coming back on like a Monday cuz I just want to go. I just want to lay out on the top of the roof. I want to have half naked men serve me. And I just want to drink and go in the pool. And then dry off in my cabana and drink. And then go back in the pool. And then dry off in my cabana. That's it. And maybe do a buffet or two. And I think that, that's it. That's the glory. Obviously, of course, there's going to be a cake with the fireworks things on it because, it's me. So, you know. So we're going to have fun with that. I know. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And then I'm going to come home and not do anything for a week because I will have been with people for like 4 days. So. Hey, Cassie3. So Joe, I know you can't type, you can't text me, but I hope that you're still there. Oh, look at that. Time flies when you're having fun. It's 9:30. I'm up way past my bedtime. I got up so early today. Hey, Gabe. What? Sorry. I got up really early this morning because today was one of my last classes for one of my classes. It's an intensive, so it's only 6 weeks, and so today was the last day, and I like had to get up and get like a whole bunch of stuff done for it and things like that. But so this is like way past my bedtime. I think I'm doing it. I'm pulling it off. Pulling it off. Kat, did you have other questions? Because that was an interesting one. I did write about it. I'll have to get it and send it to you. I did write about Pluto and Aquarius. I did a whole thing on it. There's a lot of wacky stuff happening. I don't even know. They keep telling me to invite people. I don't even see these people here, so I don't know why I'm invited. Like, Where? TikTok does wild things. Wild, wild things. Oh, speaking of TikTok, guys, wait a minute. I have to tell you. And don't anybody download this without getting the link from me. Okay? Okay. So, scrolling through TikTok, liking, commenting, doing all the things. And, the ad pops up. And it's like this chick, and she's like getting ready to dump out all this food or whatever. At first, I thought it was like a cooking thing. So I was watching it, and then I realized that, oh no, it's an ad. So it's an ad for this thing called Too Good to Go. Has anybody heard about this? Too Good to Go? All right, let me tell you. It's an app. Not that I needed another fucking app, but I got it. And you go in, and it's restaurants, local restaurants, that instead of throwing the food out at the end of the night, you can buy it at a deep discount. Friends, let me tell you how addictive this fucking app is, okay? Because your girl likes a deal. Thank you, Joe, for coming in into view. So let me tell you, what a deal. What a deal. So, and it's addicting. So be careful. Like, I had my kid get on it, and he's been buying bagels. He's like, I have so many bagels. They're all in the freezer. It's like, all right, relax. So for the first one, I was like, all right, let me see what's going on. Let me try this. Let me just try it. So I go in, and there's a pizza shop, and it's literally around the corner from my house. I'm like, all right, bye. But obviously, right, it's the end of the night, so I have to go there at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, if I was doing this anywhere else, this would be mad sketchy. So I go over there, and I have my little app, and the guy's like waiting. And so he gives me this box. He's like, all right, see ya. I'm like, all right. He pushes a little button, and like, that's it. So I get home, and I open this thing. How do I have 5 giant slices of pizza? I paid $4.07 for this. $4.07. 5 big slices. You don't get to pick, right? Because it's food at the end of the day. So 5 giant slices of pizza. The only piece that I didn't like, which I gave to my neighbor, was the veggie pizza, because it has mushrooms, and I don't do mushrooms. I don't even understand why people eat mushrooms, but okay. So whatchamacallit? So I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is amazing. So I was like, all right, who's up next? So I'm looking and I'm looking. I have gotten so much stuff from this crazy app, which is also ridiculous because, again, like I said, I have a shit ton of food in my freezer. And I also get food from Colombia because it's, rolled into my tuition, so I get it there. And it's Colombia, so they make good food, So why am I using this app? Because it's addicting. You're like, oh wow, what's this? And I love Indian food, and I love halal. So there was a Indian food stop over up by Columbia. So I was like leaving late one day, and I was like, oh, it's like right there. So I do it. Now, if anybody's never driven in New York City, let me explain to you that it's a grid, right? So like a lot of things are one way. But they also started changing a lot of shit, because when I used to drive down there, I could just drive. Like I just go, and a one way is one way. You don't turn right on red, the things, right? Now they've got bike lanes are here, and only buses are there, and this street is now a one way. And I'm like, so I start almost turning down this one way, and then I realize it, so then I start turning back, the bus peeps at me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die just trying to get Indian food. So I go and I get the Indian food, and it is delightful. Absolutely delightful. Again, 407. So good though. I got some chat. I got some naan, garlic naan. So good. Jasmine rice and a piece of chicken. Come on. Come on. And not like little, like little hinky things. Like they're like here. This is like boop, a lot of food. So, highly recommend getting Too Good to Go. I found it on TikTok, but also be careful because it is addicting. And was waiting. There's a pastry shop near my house. I was like, ooh, because I was thinking I was gonna get bagels. I didn't get bagels, but I did get some good pastries. No, right, exactly. So it doesn't go to waste. They sell it at a discount, like a big discount. I mean, where are you getting 5 slices of pizza, 6 slices of pizza for $4.07? It was like, and it was good pizza. So it's very exciting, very exciting. So highly recommend, but it is addicting. So I've decided I'm only allowed to order on it once a week. But that's like the other thing too. Like it's all like it's since it does your area, like everything is like within a quarter mile or whatever. So I get when I'm down at Columbia or I get when I'm home. Like so good. And it even has grocery stores. It has Mrs. Green's on it. What? You kidding? Mrs. Green's? Fantastic. Fantastic. Everybody stay hydrated. Um so yeah. So it's a lot. All right. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to talk about? What is everybody doing with the crazy? What are you doing to stay solid, balanced? Like I said, I'm writing up Substacks and doing that. And then, of course, being on here, railing against the man. And for all the new people that hopped on, this is not a safe space for red hats. So I don't suggest it popping in because I just delete people. I have no energy for it. Zero desire to talk to them. I have found though that I've been dipping more into my spiritual toolbox to get through and to maintain peace in my life. Because it can get so overwhelming, and it's really hard to ignore it because it does affect so much of your life. Like there's so many things going on and it's so hard, you know. But you have to figure out really like what works best for you to stay solid, to stay okay. You know, for me, it's been doing the Substacks, talking to people on here, calling senators, um, doing all that kind of stuff has really helped me to do it. I think I'm going to try to go on Friday to my state capital and protest. Although my governor, she's not great. She's not great. She's alright. She's better than a lot of other governors though, so I will give her that much. But like, she's really not the problem. The problem I have is Chuck Schumer. He has got to go. Gotta go. I'm done. I'm over him. Over him. Um, I have called Nancy Pelosi's office and said it's time for her to retire. Like, to like leave right now. Um, but she probably won't. She'll probably be like, okay, hot take. I know no one's gonna like this, but it's my life, so I get to say it. RBG screwed us, and she needs to be taken off of every t-shirt, every sweatshirt, every everything that where they said, you know, she's amazing. Sorry, my YouTube one went down, and I don't know what. Oh, there it is. What's happening? It blinked out. Whoop. Yeah. Super weird. Don't know what happened there. Sorry, my YouTube one went down, and I don't know what. Oh, there it is. Started echoing back at me. That was wild. I wasn't ready. Um, but this is fun, being able to do it on both things. I'm not really sure if it's fun for anybody else, but it is fun for me. I've been amused. I appreciated the question, Kat, and I appreciated the conversation. Just so you know, I'm not ignoring you, and I was looking to see anything else. Um, and I do like Libras. I do. I very much enjoy my friend. Um, he's great. He's just flighty, and he knows it. Like I've told him, I'm like, you're flighty. He's like, I know. Um, so, but he's young, so he's allowed to be flighty too. Hasn't gotten there. He hasn't gotten there yet. So, oh, and he's also 1/3 of the TC from TC to You and Me podcast that we're putting together. It's 1/3. It's my friend. Stop saying that. John, Stephanie, and myself are the three people that are putting together this podcast. Hopefully, we're gonna put it up soon. We're right now like doing all of the editing and stuff like that, and trying to get a couple of them done so that we can put them out right after the other. Right now, it's just the three of us talking about all kinds of cool stuff, from politics to aliens, which now apparently are also political too. So, from politics to aliens to all kinds of stuff. How to take care of yourself, homeopathy, yoga, Pilates, we talk about, things we're learning about at school or we've learned about at school. So yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to do. So I hope people will enjoy it as well. Which I think you guys will. And we've got our own channel for it too. We've got our own RSS feed. So they're not on mine because I said, listen, Rebecca is very spicy. And I don't know that you guys are going to want to like mix the two. I think people would be confused. Be coming on here for like light and fluffy, academic, high, cognitive stuff. Then they look at the other stuff on here and be like, what the fuck is happening here? So, we just put it on a different one. It's fine. We try to keep it separate. So, yeah. I love that all of these little people are popping in. That's so great. Oh, hi, Riri. Oh, who did I invite? I didn't invite anybody. What? What is happening? Oh, we got a pop-up, guys. That was wild. I don't know what it did. I don't know why it did it either. Interesting. It's saying I invited people. I didn't invite anybody because it's like a bunch of random people and I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if these people exist, are really in here, or if it's just people that are scrolling through. Which I realized the other day, because sometimes I go on TikTok to do a live and nobody's here, or I think nobody's here. Then I realized that, like, there could be people like I do. That was exciting. Um, it's a little close to my house. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So there are times where like I'm scrolling, like I come across a live and I'm watching it, but like I'm not in the live, but I'm watching it. So then one day it like clicked for me, like, hello, you do it all the time. There might be other people that are doing it. So I just keep talking. Just keep talking. Does anybody know, is Dingbat still prattling? Let me see if I can find out. Nope, that's not going to work that way. Let's go to the regular TV. He's just so exhausting. So exhausting. Oh, I was watching stuff on UFO whistleblowers. Love it. Love aliens. Not just Marvin. I do love Marvin, but I love it. I'm all about it. I mean, if one showed up at my house, I would shit my pants. Like, let's not be ridiculous. Okay. Absolutely not be okay if an alien showed up at my house. However, listening to other people talk about it, amazing. I love it. Love everything about it. So I just have to put that out there. But I also do, I want to, that's the other thing, that going to the Monroe Institute, like they're the people that like train people to like talk to the aliens and like bring the ships in and stuff. It's very exciting. It is never this busy. I never have all of this action in my house. I really have no idea what's happening, which is fine, which is great. I don't want to know. As long as they're not coming to my house, I'm good. Ugh. It's still going on. All right, hold, please. We're finding out if he's still prattling. I know, it is never this busy, Tipsy Witch. Never this busy. Okay, he's still online, so we'll just turn that right off. I couldn't imagine being such a simp for somebody. There'd be no way. I mean, and I've been in some very crazy relationships. I could not imagine being with somebody and know that every word out of their mouth is absolute nutty bullshit, and that they do crazy things, and then be like, aren't they amazing? Like, I don't even do that with my own kids. When they say ridiculous things, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking? What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. And I love them very much. But no. Now, in front of other people, I might be like, they're the best thing since cream cheese and toast. But I'll let them know. There's none of that. I couldn't imagine being like ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness. Okay, so he's still lying, so we're going to turn that off. Did anybody watch the Oscars? I have to see Anora, apparently, since it won all of the things. I used to have a friend who, they would watch all of the Oscar movies before like all of the movies that were nominated before the Oscars. Every single one of them. And I was like, no, not that interested. And I do think it's because I'm jealous. I wanted my Oscar and my Emmy. Though I did have a dream the other day that I won an Oscar. So, maybe it's going to happen. It's for a documentary. Ooh. It's my alarm telling me to go to bed. It was for a documentary. And I won an Oscar for it. And I was very excited. I was very, very excited. I mean, who wouldn't be excited for winning an Oscar? You know, but that's why I don't watch the Oscars. It's totally because I'm jealous. I could have had an Oscar. I could have been a contender. Although, you know what? I still could. Vera Wang didn't make her first big wedding dress thing until she was like 50. And there was somebody else. It's like a few people. But there was somebody else that I was like, oh, wow, that's impressive. Oh, my battery's running low over here. I got things happening. Vera Wang didn't make her first dress till she was 50. Like, big time, big sale dress till she was 50. There are a few people that have, like, hit 50 and then been like, pow, on the scene. So, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I might go get my doctorate. It is plugged in. What are you talking about? Hold on, guys. Sorry. What's happening? Okay, that was weird. Okay, I think we know we're plugged in now. That was wild. Really, so interesting. The latency on the YouTube side. It's very interesting. So I'm at 38% for this live to do something cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, has a pop-up telling me things. I hope you all are staying hydrated. It is important for us to stay hydrated, happy, and in our own lane. It's the only way we can do this. It is the only way. I got another pop-up. That's why I'm making the face. I just looked at myself. I was like, what are you doing? I'm sure all of you were like, what the fuck is she doing? It says unlock diamond rewards. I was like, okay, great. I don't know. I don't think I do anything spectacular enough to earn diamond rewards. So, Kat, is the YouTube thing good? Like, should I do more YouTube streaming? This is the first real streaming I've done ever on YouTube. So yeah, I've been watching Don Lemon actually do his thing. He kind of gets on my nerves every once in a while, so I have to like, meh. Um, but then sometimes he's really funny because he's like Don Lemon Unchained. So he gets a little wild. But yeah, so he does it, which is how I figured out, oh, I could do both. Because I can TikTok from my phone and I can YouTube from my computer. So today was very interesting. I'm glad I did this. Glad I did this, and I'm glad that all of you joined me. I don't even know who Kobob is. So I can't invite him, her, them. I can't invite them. All right, kids. I think everybody is probably tuckered out now, as I am. And so I'm going to call it an evening. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I enjoyed hanging out with you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Tipsy Witch. Right back at you. Thank you, Kat, for popping in and for keeping me company on the YouTubes. And I hope all of you have a wonderful evening. And remember, as always, take care of you. Night, TikTok. Good night, YouTube.